Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Royal Instinct. Today, we're going to be watching a video by Tim Ferriss where he has hired world famous pickup artist Neil Strauss to learn how to date women, how to approach women. Okay. Why is this important? We live in a time where there are more and more ever growing incels in the world. Tim Ferriss is possibly an incel. We will investigate and find out. Okay. Um, but people are more so isolated than ever. People are becoming more and more depressed. People do not know how to meet the opposite sex. And it usually is the man who has to do the approaching. He has to make the first move. People are more and more dating online. However, people are more and more becoming dissatisfied online because it is just becoming a great big fuck fest on there. People use apps, dating apps for casual hookups. Long-term relationships are out the question. Long-term relationships are not working out anymore. Most women are dating within a pool of 10% men, or 10% of the global population of men are the ones dating. Everybody else is fighting for scraps. Most of them are not getting anything. That is why they are becoming incels. That is why they're turning towards um involuntarily celibates. They feel sorry for themselves. They are socially anxious. They don't have the means to go out and dating, and they think that they are ugly. They have low self-esteem, and that they think they have no hope. And I believe I haven't watched this video yet, but I believe Tim Ferriss is investigating if this can be solved. Okay. One caveat that you have to remember is Tim Ferriss is already very famous. Tim Ferriss is he's a multi-millionaire. So he is not in the boat of these incels, right? He may want to be an incel, maybe, right? He may have low confidence. However, he in some aspect is the total package to women. He is a man who has built his own business. He is a famous man. He has wrote several books. He is somebody who knows how to manipulate his fame, his celebrity. And if any woman that he ever met and she did not know who he was, he'll be like, add me on Instagram. And then you would go add him on Instagram, and then there's like 10 million followers. And then a woman be like, who the fuck are you if you got 10 million followers? Like, yeah, who are you? Right. Um, and celebrity and fame can be very intoxicating to women. It can be an aphrodisiac. It is a sign of power. It is a sign of who you are. Okay. That is why I advocate for you to become famous. I want you to live a life of luxury. I want you to have the best dating life, and to have the best dating life, you need to become a king. Okay, you need to build a kingdom, because once you have a kingdom, you are seen as a king. How do we here at Royal Instinct go about building a kingdom? You have to become a content creating machine. You have to start making content. You have to become a charismatic communicator, a charismatic leader. You have to start talking and making content around the subject that you are most passionate about, you are most interested in, something that you can bring to the world and enlighten people. Okay. The reason you have to make content around those things is because once you do, you will be seen as a point of authority. You will be seen as a expert in that field, and once you are an expert, people will come to you for guidance. Once you have people coming to you, you'll be able to start making money. You will be seen as a king. You'll be seen as a celebrity. You will become famous. You'll become an influencer. And once you have all that, you have the best business opportunities come your way, the best money making opportunity your way. You will make a lot of money. You will require resources. And once you have resources, you will be able to build a kingdom, right? You will be able to build a kingdom. You will be able to have followers. You will have people living inside your kingdom, even if it's only on the internet. And once you have all that, then you will definitely be seen as a king, and women all see themselves as queens. And naturally, if they see themselves as a queen, they would want to date you because you are the only king around. You will not be by yourself. You will be with me, the other king, and 100 other kings that I'm looking for. I'm looking for 100 people, 100 kings, 100 potential kings, those people that have the royal instinct who want to rise to top. And I am going to build a alliance, a network of kings, a network of royals who all come together to become content creating machines who rise to top. We will be the celebrities. We will live life on top. We will become the new elites. We will overthrow the evil people in the world, and we will become the new de facto rulers and live lives of luxuries. We will have the best parties. We will have the best women chasing us, and we will be having fun forever.
Accelerated learning can be applied to anything.
They've broken down the art of attraction to an exact science.
Really, anything.
Having an animal, it's like crack.
By the way, this is supposed to be a YouTube video. This looks like one of those old-fashioned TV shows, like a docu-series. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. It's like one of the qualities about YouTube was that it kind of doesn't look like TV. This looks like it can be on TV. I don't know if that's a good thing. I kind of not liking it already. This heavily edited piece of garbage that we're about to watch.
5 days, I stutter, I stammer, my hands are sweating.
Okay. Okay, let's rein it in a little bit, Tim Ferriss. All right, I start. My hands are sweating. You're a fucking multi-millionaire, right? Net worth of probably 30, 40, 50 million, 100 million by now, probably. You know, he is the author of the 4-Hour Work Week. Okay, the 4-Hour Body, and what have you. Yeah, like he is obviously playing up to the cameras. He is whether it's natural or not, whether he fakes it, he can act charismatic at least. Okay, and I'm not buying all this bullshit. I'm nervous. This is very calculated. I think he's just trying to see if there's a market for it. He's putting out the feelers for his next potential product.
Millions of fish in the sea.
I feel like I'm back in 9th grade.
And the world's best teachers.
I'm sure you'll be married by Saturday.
I'm Tim.
Yeah, I mean, this guy is multi-millionaire. Like, women are queuing to marry this guy. Like, he is bullshitting you. He is lying to your face.
Best-selling author and human guinea pig. I'll show you how to make the impossible possible by bending the rules. I'll find the world's best teachers and push myself to the edge to deconstruct, decode, and demystify.
Okay, let's move it along.
All of my friends, men and women, complain about it. It takes too much time. I think the mating game and the dating game has become infinitely more complex because you have so many more options. And for me personally, I've always had trouble approaching girls.
We're talking about issues.
He is lying to you. He is being a loser. Okay. The truth of the matter is cold approach is a great tool to have. It's a great thing to get out of your comfort zone, to have the ability to go up to a group of people without anxiety and introduce yourself, I guess. But apart from that, is you still have to introduce yourself. They have to know who you are. And Tim Ferriss, most people know who you are. You are lying. Even if they don't know who you are, if you was to meet a girl, she'll go home and she will type in your name on YouTube. She will type in your name on Google, and all your fucking information will come up. You know, this isn't the same for the pickup for the everyday man, right? Is not the same as what you're doing, okay? And that is why I advocate for you to become famous. Is because once you are famous, then you can approach anyone, and then you introduce you swap Instagrams, and then she'll see you are a somebody, and then she'll date you. Literally, that is the cheat code to life, is by becoming famous. That is how you get the best opportunities in the world. That is how you can win at the day.
And emotional insecurities that I've had since I was 12 years old. Getting rejected, it never to me gets easier.
He's saying all this bullshit to make you feel sorry to make you feel sorry for him. He is saying all this bullshit to be more relatable to incels. Okay, he wants to tap into that incel audience. He wants to become the hero for incels. Do not be don't buy into the falsedom. Don't buy into the lies. Tim Ferriss has a estimated net worth between $50 to $100 million. Okay. If you are still a nervous wreck after amassing that much money, you need serious help. You don't need to go to a pickup artist. You need to go to a fucking therapist because you have issues deep seated from your childhood. Okay. You are a money making machine. If you wanted to, you could have 20 girlfriends. You could have a harem of women. And that is what my point is Tim Ferriss is not a king. He does not have a kingdom. He doesn't carry himself like a royal. He does not have that royal instinct within him. Okay. If you ever thought that you deserve the best things in life, if you ever thought that you deserve to do something great with your life, this is your opportunity. Okay. You need to dethrone a fraud like Tim Ferriss. He is lying to people. He is not being genuine. He has made a whole career about lying to people. When he wrote the book 4 Hour Work Week, he was not, in fact, working 4 hours a week. It was just a thing that he wrote to sell books. Okay, you cannot let frauds like that win. He is a multi-millionaire. He is £100 million man, $100 million man, and he is going around saying that I feel shy to approach a woman who literally is who's literally saying like, oh, I can't find any good looking men, I can't find any rich men to date. Okay, like he doesn't know how the dating game works. He is a incel, and you need to be in his position.
It always just crushes my ego. This week's mission is to deconstruct the process of dating.
First of all, it looks like he's trying to date inside San Francisco, and San Francisco is by square capita, by square mile, the most infested people with non-binary people. So of course he's not going to meet any biological females there.
Dating by making the qualitative quantitative. Over the next 5 days, I'll take the nebulous goal of finding a date and make it measurable by test driving 3 very...
Is that his metrics? Find a fucking date. Like literally, like this guy's got a Twitter, and if he said on Twitter, "Hey, I need a date for Saturday night," his inbox, right, his Twitter's replies will be fucking, they'll be blowing up. Okay, it'll be literally trending on Twitter to get this man a date. He doesn't know what he's talking about. He is lying to your face.
different approaches to meeting my best match. As Peter Drucker said, what gets measured gets managed.
Even at the end of the week, if I don't find, and I don't expect to find, my soulmate, hopefully I'll at least find a better approach for looking.
Well, yeah, now you went from saying I'm looking for a date to saying that I'm looking for my soulmate, right? They're two different things, right? You have to have many dates to filter through many different women to have one date. You can't just change the measurement, Tim. You can't just be going around saying 1 minute all I'm looking for is one date, and then you go around saying like I'm looking to find love and I'm going to impregnate a woman on the first night. Like what are you doing, mate? Right? You are chatting shit. You are lying to your audience.
For my soulmate.
If you want real results, it helps to have real stakes. I've scheduled a cocktail.
By the way, it's like so far all he's like nothing's happened. All he's saying is I'm looking for a date. I'm looking for a date. Fucking approach a woman then. Like, do you get what I mean? Like, what are you doing?
Party for the end of the week, and I have to use my 3 prescribed dating methods to invite at least 3 women. First stop, my buddy Sammy, hacker extraordinaire. Sammy is a bit like the...
Okay. So you're looking for a date, and now you're gonna go to your hacker friend, right? Hackers are people who live in isolation. Hackers are people who sit online on computers. So what's he gonna do? He's gonna hack into someone's iPhone and text them from you, I'll be there at the date. Like, what's going on, Tim? You are losing your mind. You are chatting shit.
Michael Jordan of hacking, you could say. He created one of the fastest growing viruses.
By the way, right? He just called him the Michael Jordan of hacking. That's the other thing. This guy is not only rich, he's a celebrity. He has a podcast where he interviews other celebrities, right? So he has access to all these cool celebrity parties. And this guy is really telling me that he can't find the date. He is chatting shit. He's lying to you. And, don't buy into what he's saying. become famous, okay? Become famous, make 100 million, and then tell me how difficult it is to date, right? Once you make 100 million, once you become as famous as Tim is, you will be seen as a king. You'll be seen as somebody important. People will be lining up to be your friend. People will be lining up to invite you to parties. Women will be lining up to be inside your bed, okay? The whole game changes if he can't make it work. He is not as intelligent as he presents himself. It's either he's, hey, I'm being this fake nice guy that I'm gonna lie to you, or he's actually an idiot who can't get laid after amassing $100 million. All right, like if he was to say that all I ever get is gold diggers come to me and I'm trying to filter them out, that's a different conversation. But he claims that he can't get a date because he clams up and he has social anxiety.
Or worms, technically, of all time.
Hey, man.
The worm spread so quickly that MySpace was shut down, and the feds banned Sammy from using computers for.
When did he film this? He's still speaking about MySpace. Okay, like let's forward it a little bit. I want to see where he gets into the nitty gritty of becoming a pickup artist.
They ask you to rate 100 to 200 photos. And when you're actually setting this up, they're asking you, are you an artist? Are you a diva? Are you a dork? Are you a geek? Are you an introvert, an extrovert? And then what they'll do is they will send you a report a few days later telling you not only what your best photos are, but also the type of people who liked each photo.
Pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna post a few photos and see how they do.
Our woman.
The thing is, right? I know what they're doing. They're using this this website that rates your pictures so you can find the best picture for yourself, right? If you're a celebrity, nobody cares. Okay, like that is why celebrities can dress like shit and people still want to date them. It is the fame factor, right? You need to present yourself as someone famous. You need to present yourself. You need to become famous. Okay, you can't fake it. Really, you need to rise to the top. You need to have thousands of followers. If you want to live life of luxury, if you want to make as much money as you can, if you want to have the ability to garner attention, you need to become a captivating speaker. You need to present yourself as a king. You need to be of royal descent, right? Like all this shit they're saying, right? That, like if Tim got a guinea pig and the guinea pig was a normal person, like he works in IT, blah blah blah. Yeah, if they got this hacker guy, right, I would be like, yeah, okay, this all makes sense. But Tim Ferriss doesn't need to jump through all these hoops. He is lying to you, okay? He is making shit up.
You tell me. That guy can jump.
All right, let's
Armed
forward
with
it.
only a pickup question about a cashmere sweater for a friend's sister, it's time for my first cold approach.
Incredible how nervous this makes me.
It won't matter.
Okay, cold approach. Even if nobody knows who Tim is, the fact that he is he can, if he swaps his Instagram, right, like you're not playing in the same ballpark as Tim Ferriss. All right, I'm sorry. Cold approach for normal guys is different than if you are if you have 100 million in the bank and you have a Instagram account like Tim Ferriss is.
Probably be good if you pick someone for me.
Here we go. Or not.
Or not.
To break the ice, Neil tells me who to go for, but I can't stop panicking and bailing.
I just chicken out. Too fast. Too fast.
Then I start following a woman like some creep show from Silence of the Lambs, and Neil stops me.
I know it's creepy, but I was on the phone.
You can't do that.
I bail.
And you can see he feels creeped out by it. He feels nervous. And to get over that, it takes hundreds of approaches. It can take thousands of approaches. I've done it. I've approached a few thousand women in my life. I'm at the point now. There is no more approach anxiety. I can just get up and go and approach a woman and be like, "Yeah, are you interested? I thought you were cute. Would you like to grab coffee?" Like it's very easy. Most women will say no because that is the default answer. Most women will say no to you because they don't know who you are. Okay, you have to showcase your personality within like a minute, right? It is a skill to learn. Is it a valuable skill? It will take the same amount of energy to make 100 million to get good at pickup. So you can either choose to become famous, make 100 million, right? Become a king, and then women will just line up to date you, or you can just be somebody who is learning pickup, and then you can just shag around. But your finances will dwindle. Your social life will suffer. You will be kind of a weirdo. but that is how it works. Okay, like it is easier to become famous, and then you can build the best dating life that you want.
And then I can't chase. Hold on. Oh. yeah. 3 seconds.
This is the only challenge out of all the experiments I've done where I have a ton of emotional.
When my reptile mind wants to do it, I need to do it. Yep. And not let my neocortex jump in and give me excuses. That's it.
And this is the thing. It's like most people who go on to do pickup are very logical people, and then they start speaking about the neocortex and oh, my anxiety, my approach anxiety, my neocortex, blah blah blah. But all it in essence is a fear of rejection. It's a fear of potentially being harmed, but for chatting up someone else's girl, for chatting up the other tribe's girl, is built into your primitive nature, and it's built into most women that if a stranger comes up to him, he may try and fucking rape me. Okay, therefore, it's not the most optimal outcome for you to try to learn pickup. Okay, what might be better, what might be a better solution and make your life easier, make your life better, more luxurious, is if you decide to become a king. Because once you are a king, people will see you as a king. They would want to be part of a kingdom, and women would want to be part of your life. Is that simple? And then the dating experience just flips on its head. It's like it's literally people will be texting you on your phone, women would be inviting themselves, inviting you to come over to theirs. They'll be throwing themselves at you, and you'll be like, no, no, no. Okay, yeah, you. Do you get what I mean? So it's do you want to be in control of your dating life, or do you want to just control the skill of approaching and then hoping that you get lucky? It's great to build confidence. It's great to build character, I guess. It's great to get over social anxiety, but it's not going to land you models, right? You're not going to fucking sleep with the Victoria's Secret models, the girls you see on Instagram. They're not walking around on the streets of San Francisco begging for Tim Ferriss to be cold approached. Okay, it's just not happening. If you want to learn how to have the best dating life in the world, okay, if you want to learn how to be a king, reach out to me. I can show you how. I can show you the way. For everybody else, that is it. Thank you very much, and I will see you later.